Hi, I'm Rick. Today I'm going to show you a great tool that gives you a quick, big picture view of financing your life. This is free on the internet. I'll tell you more about that at the end. I like this because it is simple to use and shows you the consequences of alternatives. It helps you make informed choices. Everybody's situation will be different, but just to get real, let's consider somebody. Here's Prudence. She's single, 30 years old, and she asks whether she's on track. It's never too early to create a simple plan because you can always change and improve it. You don't need special tools to make a plan, but sometimes tools like this can help make your plan better. Here's the input page. We can put in what we know about her. She's 30, has $10,000 in some kind of retirement account, like a 401k or an IRA, and she's contributing $1,800 a year to that. Let's click Run. The result is the median value of her portfolio for every year after 10,000 different scenarios. If we look behind the numbers, we find the 10,000 rates of return are randomly considered for every year, with about 2/3 of these within one standard deviation of a median value. These years she's accumulating wealth for retirement. These years are spending during retirement, and this the probability of not running out of money. We can change all these inputs, but the important one that we've left blank is any retirement income. Prudence expects to get Social Security. She can go online and find an estimate of what she might expect if she stays employed. You know, if you're a couple, there's a pretty good chance that one of you will live to age 95 and need savings to handle that, so let's leave this. Right now, inflation is less than 2%, but 3% would be more typical. The important thing to know about this model is that all your income and expenses will inflate by this number, but all the inputs and outputs to the model are in today's dollars, which is the easiest way to think about it. One choice she does have is to plan to work longer. Let's add 2 more years here. Well, that was helpful. We'll leave that for now, but be careful about leaning too heavily on this factor because many people get unwillingly downsized or are unable to maintain their careers. Prudence, of course, would have no idea what her lifestyle will cost when she retires, so let's assume the same type of lifestyle she enjoys today, which we saw earlier was $40,000. As we make these adjustments, we also see an opportunity to choose whether we're willing to be flexible or conservative in our retirement spending. But let's keep it simple and choose stable, where every year we will need to fund exactly the same amount. One rule of thumb is to save 10% of gross income for retirement, plus additional for short-term goals. For Prudence, this would require saving substantially more. That would make a big difference, just like you'd expect. Now, some of you are wondering why this isn't a terrific plan because it looks like it doesn't run out of money. Remember, we're looking at the median results. Half of the 10,000 scenarios were worse than this. For insight about that, we'll check the box to show failures. For many, the worst case is a recession right after you stop working. The way we reduce this risk is to gradually own more bonds. So instead of owning a constant percentage of stocks and bonds, many use a rule of thumb to gradually reduce their portfolio risk as they age, from more risk than this when they are young to less risk than this when they retire. The formula you choose is less important than sticking to it. With this savings rate, any of these strategies have a good chance of achieving another popular rule of thumb, to save 25 times your annual need before taxes to support 30 years of retirement. You might also know this as the 4% safe withdrawal rate. Here's her probability of success if she achieves that goal when she retires, with high-quality bonds making her risk below average and slightly lower income taxes. The output of any planning model is only as good as the assumptions you use. It's worth pointing out that the average investor doesn't achieve the market returns because of advisor fees, costs associated with the funds they choose, and poor investor discipline. It's also very possible that the markets won't be as attractive as they were in the last century. Prudence should be congratulated for working on her plan, but this tool indicates she'll need to substantially increase her saving rate to be on a solid path forward. Get links to more information about this and other tools, a copy of her plan, and other useful resources at financinglife.org.